Hello students, today we are going to talk about the genetic disorders. Before going to discuss the genetic disorders, let me tell you the meaning of disorder. So disorder means what? Disorder means the disease, and the disease which is present by birth, or in other word, the diseases are transmitted. Genetic disorders are transmitted from our parents or their parents. Okay, and those diseases are inherited into our body, and this is known as disease or disorder. Or in more precise manner, genetic disorder in the human, it is studied under a specialized branch that is called as human genetics. And we have defined what is genetics. Genetics is a branch of science that deals with the study of inheritance of characters, isn't it? So it's the study of inheritance of characters in the human. And the genetic disorders are broadly classified into two categories. They are Mendelian disorder and chromosomal disorder. But here I wrote two subtypes. Two subtypes. Okay. But broadly classified into how many types? Two types. They are Mendelian disorders and chromosomal disorders. Okay. So as I already defined it, what is Mendelian or genetic disorder? A genetic disorder are present which are present by birth. Okay, they are present by birth. They are congenital and they are caused. Why the genetic disorders are caused? What is the main cause for the disorder? Inheritance of disorder. That is, it is caused due to the either change in the chromosome number. It is caused because there is a change in the chromosome number. Okay, the chromosome number means what? We know that the human genome consists of, the human somatic chromosomes are, we have diploid set of chromosomes, isn't it? And if any change in that diploid set takes place, either by addition or deletion of one chromosome or more chromosome, and totally there is change in the chromosome number, the set of chromosome number, that results in the cause of the, that is disorder, that leads to abnormality. Okay, and this genetic disorder is also caused due to the mutation also. In the previous lecture we have discussed that why the mutation is due to mutation also. The disorder is also caused due to the mutation, due to the change in the chromosome number, due to the alteration in the DNA segment, or due to the change in the base pairs, okay, or change in the gene. So because of all these reasons, what happened? The disorder is occurring. Okay, so this is what the definition says. Disorders which are present by birth, either due to chromosomal number, change in the chromosomal number, okay, in the diploid set, if any chromosome number is going to change, or it may be due to the change in the mutation occur, then that leads to the genetical disorder. Okay, so now we will talk about the types of disorders. See, chromosomal disorders are broadly, they are further classified into two categories. They are chromosomal disorder and gene disorder. So for our convenience sake, we classify disorders into two categories. Okay, that is chromosomal disorder, gene disorders. And these disorders can be traced by, that is by pedigree analysis. The inheritance of the disorders can be traced by pedigree analysis. Okay, next, there are some genetical diseases we are going to talk in detail. So here I wrote some examples: hemophilia, sickle cell anemia, color blindness, phenylketonuria, thalassemia, cystic fibrosis. Such various types of genetical disorders we come across in this genetic disorders. We are going to discuss them in detail. Now we are going to talk about some, one more point I want to make you clear that. So in the Mendelian disorders, the Mendelian disorders may be, it may be due to dominant gene or recessive gene. If we consider gene disorder, that disorder may be due to dominant or recessive gene. Okay, and now we will proceed to the first example, that is hemophilia. It's very important example, hemophilia. So the inheritance pattern of this disease, we are going to discuss with respect to the cross. I mean, I will show you the cross, how the hemophilia is transmitted or inherited, what are the conditions, and the brief introduction about this disease. Let me give you. First, I will give you the definition, meaning, inheritance, what I mean, the genotype, the detailed account on hemophilia I will give you later on. I will show you with the help of cross later on. Okay, so what is hemophilia? This hemophilia, it is also known as bleeder's disease. I tell you why it is called bleeder's disease. Okay, and this disease is caused, inherited due to X-linked recessive gene. The disease, the X-linked recessive gene disorder. What type of disorder it is? It is X-linked recessive gene. Because, why it is called X-linked recessive gene? Because the defective gene, the gene which is responsible for hemophilia, no, that defective gene is present on the X chromosome. Hence the name sex-linked inheritance we call, or sex-linked recessive gene. Now, let me tell you something more about this disease. So, this disease, the hemophilia disease, can be, how can we characterize hemophilia? The person is having, I mean, the hemophilia. So, this disease can be characterized by the absence of, okay. So, there is the absence of blood clotting factor 8. So, bleeder's disease is caused, inherited, because whenever a person lack in his body and his blood, if he lack the blood clotting factor, that is 8th blood clotting factor in such patient, if they don't have blood clotting factor, and if they get any minor injury, so there is an absence of blood clotting factor 8, and if such person, if they get any injury, minor injury, what happens? There is a continuous bleeding occurs. Continuous small cut and wound, if at all any occurs, that leads to bleeding, that is continuous bleeding, and which may lead to even death also. Okay, that is why this disease is also called as bleeder's disease. Okay, why it is called bleeder disease? Clear, no? Because if they get any such minor injuries, then continuously the bleeding occurs, that may lead to death also. Okay, so this disorder, first time where it was observed, this disorder was first time seen in a royal family, of England. Queen Victoria, she was having this disease. Okay, first time this disease was seen in England, that is Queen Victoria, she was carrier of this disease. She was the carrier of the disease called hemophilia, and she transmitted this disease to her son also. Sons. She transmitted her disease to her sons. Okay. Okay, this is about the brief introduction or account on hemophilia. What is hemophilia? How it is caused. Now, let me tell you what are the possible type of genotypes. What are the possibility of a genotypes where a person, when the female will be carrier, when a person will be normal, when the male will be inheriting this disease, all the possible types of genotypes of hemophilia. Let me explain you. I wrote the possible types of genotype of hemophilia. First, see here you can see a person, a normal person have the genotype XY. So on the X, capital H is there. So XH, capital H. So on the X chromosome, that defective, there is no defective gene. X gene is normal. Capital H indicates what? That X is normal chromosome. So capital indicates normal gene. So the normal gene capital H is present on X chromosome, means the person is normal. So normal male it is. It is normal male genotype. Second, hemophilic male, when we say Hemophilic male means, how can we say that hemophilic male, what is his genotypes? Genotype here X. On the X chromosome, the defective gene which is represented by small h. Okay, the hemophilic person. A hemophilic person or a male person have a genotype X, capital X and Y, but on the X, capital X, the capital chromosome, X means chromosome. This chromosome carry the defective gene, small h. Small h. What is that small h? Small h indicates the defective gene is present on the X chromosome. That means this is the indication of a hemophilic male. Next, normal person but carrier female. Female is normal but she is a carrier. So the gene is hidden. She is normal. Female is normal. She is not showing any the disease, but somewhere in her chromosome the defected gene is present. She is a carrier of the disease, carrier of the gene. Let us see the genotype. Here XX. We know that females are having the XX chromosome. We know all that. So XX chromosome. On first X chromosome, a normal H, that is normal gene is present. On the X chromosome, normal H is present. On one more X, there is a small H. Okay. So on the X, one more X, small H is present. Small h is nothing but it is a defective gene. It is a defective gene present on the second X chromosome. So this genotype indicates what? This shows that female is normal but she is the carrier of the hemophilia. Now last option. Is what? Hemophilic female. When will be female will be hemophilic? When female will be hemophilic? When she is having two XX chromosome, on one X chromosome, on the both X chromosome, on her both X chromosome having two, that is recessive or small h, defective gene, small h, on first X also, second X also. So there is a presence of defective gene on the XX chromosome. So HH, so twice I have written, means she is a defective. She is not normal. She is not a carrier. Now she is not a carrier. She is a disease. She is a disease person. She is a disease person. Hemophilic female she is now. She is a hemophilic person. A female person. So thus these are about the genotype and possible types of genotype of a hemophilia. So in the next video I will show you the cross, and that cross related to the disease. What are the possible type of children? You know how many types of children's? What happens when a hemophilic person marry a normal female? Then what are the possible types of children they may get, whether hemophilic or normal? What all those cross we are going to discuss in the next video.